Well, my dear students, so I, Sri A.K. Chakraborty, Resident cum Chairman of PC Prantik Kyat and Archana Institute of Technical Education and Research, have come before you once again online, constrained by COVID-19, to discuss you some aspects of the budget. Now, this is a very important part of discussion of this paper, project management, because unless you are aware of the budgetary provision, that is the fund available before you, or the income that may accrue from the project, and the expenditure, you will well in advance, you will not be able to execute the project when asked so to do. Now, budget is a part of project planning and budgetary system. That means in the process of executing a project, it will not be sufficient for us only to initiate, organize and plan a project, but to support it by budgetary provisions. I have already told that unless you have an idea of the amount of fund that is available and the type and amount of expenses for different heads, you will not be able to execute the project at all. Now, budget implies account, that is statement of account or statement of income or available fund, as you like to say, and expenditure on different heads of accounts, that is for different activities that is to be carried out in the context of project. Before going to the budget required for us, I would like to state a few words about the type of budget. We are acquainted very much with this word budget. Thus, I have divided budget in the following parts, that is family budget, institutional budget, organizational budget, government budget and corporate budget. The family budget and corporate budget में दो पार्ट अच्छे particular project budget, स्पेलिंग में थोड़ा मॉडिफाई करना पड़ेगा, particular project budget. I dictate the spelling particular, particular project budget and overall budget. Now, this family budget and particular project budget and the budget of a club are always the microscopic form of budget, while the others constitute the macro, that is totality, total budget. Students of economics are aware of these two words, micro and macro. Microeconomics means that centers around a particular person, behavior of a particular person set against certain circumstances, while macroeconomics means the total activities of the population under a dynamic setup, while the microeconomic deals with static setup, macroeconomic deals in a dynamic, or rather to say comparative static setup. In a family budget, we have our monthly income either in the form of wages or salary or income from business, and expenditure, that is the amount we have to spend to maintain a family by purchasing food, for imparting education to the children, for medical expenses, for for entertainment purposes like attending cultural programs or organizing cultural programs, etc. This is called family budget. Institutional budget, like a school budget, or but we can say that the budget of institutions like Archana Institute of Technical Education and Research. This budget is not micro budget, it is rather a macro budget, but it is large compared to family budget or club budget, but not as large as the government budget or a corporate budget or corporate overall budget. In an institution, we are concerned with the students and the persons who impart education directly or help the teachers in imparting the education. They have to be paid wages, excepting one or two contingent mediums who are they have to be paid salary, excepting one and two contingent mediums who are paid wages, and our source of income is either grant from the government and mostly the fees collected from the students. In government institutions, of course, least collection comes from the students, accrues from the students, while the majormost accrues from the government. This is institutional budget. Organizational budget like NGO and clubs. Our Prantik Charjiyat is an government approved non-government organization. So we have our budget that is larger than for the item. In an NGO, the institutional budget like academic institutions, cultural institutions, all are involved. So naturally, the budget will assume a greater size. But for the clubs rely mostly on donations or subscription collected from the persons of the locality, and with a very meager and occasional aid received from the government. The government budget. So club budget is micro budget, while but the budget of the NGO is macro in nature. Government budget. The government budget is really a macro budget because it encompasses within it all the different offices, institutions, private organizations, the NGOs, and all that. So this budget is very, very big, very, very detailed. And coming to corporate budget, we have two types of budget. In PCT DIS, we have two types of budget. One is for specific project. Here we are concerned with the available fund or potentially available fund and the expenditures on different heads, that is different activities in the process of executing a project. In this sector, we have to cut off the probable profit and the amount of taxes that is to be paid before starting execution of the execution matters. Because unless we do it from previously, we cannot dream of a profit of single paisa, and this is the stark truth which one may like to hear and believe or not. So before executing any project, we shall have to assess the tentative amount of profit and the actual amount of taxes that is to be paid, like goods and services tax and income tax and other exigencies to some extent, like surcharge which the government will impose time to time. That is to be assessed, a tentative assessment. It will not be exact because we have not yet executed the project and not yet incurred any expenditure. And after the expenditure is incurred in executing the project, the amount of GST, IT and other exigencies may get changed. The overall budget, any corporate office cannot be operated without having its back office, that is, without having support from the head office. This head office generally comprises of non-technical and technical staff who mainly stay in the office and performs the functions as required from the firm at the instigation of the management authority. While the technical personnel are concerned with the technical aspects of the project, our non-technical staff are concerned with the activities ranging from financial operations down to cleaning of the office, maintaining of the file, and etc. And unless these works are done, the office cannot function. And unless the office cannot function, the project outside cannot function, except in a very short or emergency period.